Hi guys, Pete Mazaris, the Home Inspector Mentor, here to talk to you about when you should get paid. So, I think we should get paid every day, but that's just me. When you book the inspection, do you require payment to be remitted along with the inspection agreement to be signed in order for it to get in your schedule? Well, that can be a little complicated because how long are you going to wait to hold that spot in your schedule until you receive payment? And so, does that also include past clients or clients from trusted referral sources? Or is that just new clients that you get from the internet? Or just maybe out of town investor clients that you haven't used in the first, or that haven't used you in the first place anytime? So how do you do that? Well, here's how I've done it. Okay, I was always of the mindset that as long as that customer signed the inspection agreement, then they should have all, intentions, I think, of wanting us to do the inspection and, following through on with paying us. So if the customer was meeting us at the property, usually we would collect payment right there on site. Sometimes the clients would forget their checkbook, which is fine. We don't release the report until we receive payment. And that's even true now with our automated system that we employ. Um, no payment, no report, right? And so, with that said, you may ask, well, how many times have we been stiffed? How many times have we done an inspection and not gotten paid for it? So, the answer is 5 times in 20 years after several thousand inspections. And so, being stiffed 5 times, should I change my process to require payment up front? I mean, the total probably was $2,500 or $3,000, which I've probably already spent in worthless advertising over the years. But let me tell you about them, so you can tell me. First time we got stiffed, one of our trusted referral sources scheduled an inspection for us with a buyer who apparently had no intention of buying the property and didn't tell his realtor. We did the inspection. The buyer never showed up. Did the inspection. It's probably before I was really diligent about requiring the pre-inspection agreement to be signed before we started. I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. And the guy didn't want to do the inspection, so it's more like, or he didn't want to buy the house, so there's no way he was going to pay us, right? So, I'm not going to go back to that realtor and tell him to pay me for scheduling an inspection for a buyer who no longer wanted the house. So, chalk that up to goodwill, let's say. Second time it happened was a doozy. And so the buyer and his fiance ordered an inspection through one of our trusted referral sources, one of our realtors, and they ordered every inspection that we did. Okay, so at the time, maybe $1,000 worth of inspections. Okay, and so it's when I was a solo operator, and so I go out, spend half the day doing all the inspections, and apparently only, well, I know for sure the fiance, she was there present with the realtor and me doing the inspection, and apparently she gets a call from her fiance who apparently just got diagnosed with terminal cancer at the Mayo Clinic in Miami. I think there's one in Miami. And so she's a basket case and leaves the inspection right at the end. And I'm like, okay, don't know if I'll ever get paid from this one. Come to find out that this guy, her fiance, scammed her of all her money. and somehow got a joint checking account with her and convinced her to put her money into the checking account to put it as the down payment or the purchase price of the house. And he took her money and took off. And so, of course, I didn't get paid, but, in the scheme of things, I guess, I'm not really looking for that payment. And how did I find that out? A year later, that realtor told me what had happened. So, lost out on that one. So if that scam wasn't enough, the third time, get hired by a real estate attorney to do an inspection for an out-of-town, out-of-state, actually out-of-country buyer in China, I think, coming to buy a primary residence in a nice neighborhood. So several $100 inspection. Go through that. Client signed the inspection agreement via email, but apparently this particular client was trying to run a scam on the seller and the attorney. How do I know this? Because after constantly badgering the attorney for payment, he told me what had happened, a little sheepishly. And so the next fourth and fifth times that I was stiffed was from a buyer who somehow decided to go forward and buy the house without looking at our report because she didn't pay, couldn't get her to pay, so I let it go. And then an out-of-town investor who wanted me to do an inspection. We did it, never looked at the report, apparently got cold feet, and of course wouldn't communicate back with me to get payment. So those are my 5 times. And so what do I do differently to try to prevent that from happening? Well, like I said, we have the pre-inspection agreement that goes out, must be signed before the day of the inspection. If it's not signed, we send out escalation emails. If it's still not signed, then we cancel the inspection. If they are an investor who's out of country, out of state, out of town, and they are working with us for the first time, they must pay before the inspection. Okay, so I have no qualms with that. And so we have escalation emails for that, and if the payment doesn't come in, we cancel the inspection. They want to reschedule it, they got to make payment. And so that seems to be as far as I'm willing to go right now with upfront payment collections. And so hope this is helpful to you guys. Take care.